and welcome to our third episode of Royal Readings. My name is Brooklyn Wilkins. I am the Royal International Miss Canada Teen 2020, and today we'll be reading probably one of Dr. Seuss's most famous books, which is Oh, the Places You'll Go. I thought that this book would be perfect for this week since for many high schoolers, middle schoolers, and grade 5 students all across the province and the world, it is Grad Week. So even though COVID's going on, I hope that everyone is able to celebrate their big day in any way that they can, and that this book gives you just a little bit of positivity and inspiration for your future. So let's begin. Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. Congratulations! Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. And you are the guy who'll decide where to go. You look up and down the streets. You look 'em over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not-so-good street. You may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there things can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soars to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true, that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on, and you'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly are darked. A place where you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and 3/4? Or maybe not quite? Or go round back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find. For a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start in a race, down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace, and grind on for miles across the weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, for the most useless place, the waiting place. For people just waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or a no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, waiting for the wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for a Friday night, waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape. All that waiting and staying, you'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banner flip-flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that kind of guy. Oh, the places you'll go, there is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame, you'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you win on TV. Except they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win, because you'll play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not. Alone will be something, you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go through your enemy's prowl. On you will go, though the hake and cracks howl. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far, and face up to your problem, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And you will succeed. Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. And that's the end of the book, which is a very strange ending, but I don't expect anything less from Dr. Seuss. Since this is grad week, I know there are a lot of people who are moving forward with their lives, about to take the next big step, whatever that may be. Whether it's graduating from grade 5 and going into middle school with a whole bunch of kids that you may not know, or maybe the same kids you grew up with all your life, or from middle school to high school where you're getting ready to pick your classes for the first time and really take that first step of independence, or high school to university or secondary school, where you're starting to figure out your life and trying to figure out what you want to do outside of just being a kid. or finally graduating university and getting your life on the right path. These are all huge steps to various degrees, and they can all feel really, really heavy. What the places you'll go reminds us is that there will be times where things don't work out like we planned, where I'm sure anyone watching this video knows exactly what that feels like, especially with what just happened with COVID and what's still happening with COVID-19. It's thrown all of us right around, but we've persevered. We've found ways to find a new normal, to still do the things we love, to communicate with the people we love, even if it's not in the way we used to. There are ways to keep going. And although at times it seems very, very hard, you have to remember to keep your head up, remember your left foot from your right, and to just keep moving forward. What this book actually says on the back of it is, this book is 98.75% guaranteed to inspire. The rest is up to you. I absolutely love this because it's 100% true. You can be inspired. You can have a plan of what you want to do. And plans are great. They are wonderful to have. But whether or not that plan goes into action, how that plan goes into action, and what you do with it is entirely up to you and what you do. The activity for this week's royal reading is vision boards. Now, I don't have this one as a video since I actually didn't film the little clip for this one, as I had just planned to put it on social media. But since we now have a YouTube channel, this is just a little audio to walk you guys through how to make your own vision board. So the first thing you want to do is just grab a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen and just jot down your ideas of what you want on your vision board. How I usually sort mine is the different types of goals I have in my life. So I'll have my fitness and health goals for my physical health, my educational or career goals and what I want to do with those, or what I plan to do with my future with those, as well as goals for my extracurriculars or my hobbies. So for me, I do theater and singing, so usually you'll have some sort of microphone to represent voice lessons or something like that. And then the final one can just be a hobby or something you really, really want to do this year. Any of your goals, something to represent that. So each vision board is going to be unique. The one that I'm showing on screen is the one that I made. How you usually set it up is first you take out a computer of any kind and just search in Google Images little things that represent everything that you put on the board. Don't leave a single thing out. It's better to have too many images than not enough. That's exactly what happened with the one that I have on my screen, and I don't want that to happen to you guys. The second thing you want to do after that is just to lay it all out on a Microsoft Word document or a Google Doc, and then just print it out on your home computer or at Target, or not Target, Staples, or just somewhere with a printer. Once you print it out, you're going to carefully cut out each of the images and then lay them out on a piece of paper or cork board or Bristol board, whatever size. For me, I just used another piece of printer paper, but I've seen people do these on huge trifolds and keep them up in their room the entire year. So it's entirely up to you. After that, you want to lay the images out on the surface that you're working on. That way you can get an idea of what's going to look like before it's permanently glued on there. Of course, once you have the layout you want, it is time to glue it. And then once you finish up decorating, you've got your vision board. Vision boards are fantastic for keeping a visual goal. No.
a visual representation of your goals for the year and just something to keep you motivated and inspired of what you want to do.
So thank you so much for joining me with this wonderful, wonderful book. I hope you take the words to heart, and I can't wait to see the places you'll go. Thank you.